We are live.
I think we're live. Hi, everybody. Tamara here. This is my channel, and we're doing a NaNoWriMo write-in. And if you're not familiar with NaNoWriMo, that's National Novel Writing Month. And there's people all over the world trying to write 50,000 words in 30 days. And there's people like me who are behind and need motivation. What's today's word count supposed to be? I can't remember.
Oh,
And I can't math in my brain, so I'm going to use a calculator.
that makes two of us.
It's 1667 times 9, 1503, and I'm at 9,500 and blah, blah, blah. So I'm behind, but not to worry. We're going to get there. But first, I would like to introduce you to Dianna Gunn. She's been on this channel before. We did an interview, and she was part of Project WriteTube. Tell us about yourself, and I'm going to tweet out this link.
All right. I am a freelance writer by day, mostly write lots of marketing stuff for companies of all shapes and sizes. And by night, I am a fantasy author. My first book, Keeper of the Dawn, came out this past April, and I'm working really hard to self-publish my second book, Moonshadow's Guardian, next fall.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited because I really enjoyed Keeper of the Dawn. I left a tiny review because I'm really not very good at reviewing, but if y'all weren't aware, the more you review, the more people get to see the book, and it makes it more popular and better for the author, yada, yada, yada. But anyway, I enjoyed the read. I liked it.
Excellent.
Let's see. So we're tweeting up this link. Oh my goodness. I am so excited to be writing. Like last night, I guess it counts for today because it was 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's today, according to NaNoWriMo math.
And like I was writing, and then I was like, you should probably go to sleep. If you go to sleep, you'll probably.
That's a problem I run into frequently. Bodies like sleep.
Yeah, right? Like, if you go to sleep now, you'll probably be able to write more tomorrow. This will benefit you in the end. But my brain's like, no, I got some stuff. I got these ideas right here. There's some stuff in these ideas, and I should just write them right now. All of them.
I'm the worst for like lying down, and as soon as I lie down to go to sleep, I've got like 5 books trying to write themselves in my head at the same time. And then I don't even know what to get up and write because there's so many different things going on.
Exactly. All right, let's see. Oh, if y'all are on Twitter and you don't want to talk in the YouTube chat room, you can tweet us at #WriteStuff. I'll be checking that throughout the writing thingy to see if y'all have words. And let's see. Oh, let me open up the YouTube thing so I can see if people say stuff.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Everything. Don't be alarmed. So on it.
It's just one of those days.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, there's the chat. Hey, there's people there.
Whoa. Hi, people.
Let's see. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Ben. Ben is behind 15,000 words. It's okay, Ben. There's still plenty of time to make that up.
Wait, is he behind 15,000 words? Is like behind par, or is he behind by 15,000 words?
Ben? He's at exactly 12,300. Okay. You're doing
That's
great.
pretty close. You got this.
And Jasmine hit 20K today. Whoop, whoop. Woo. That's awesome. Let's do like a 10-minute sprint at 20 after, just to kind of shake off some cobwebs, get some brain movement happening, because clearly I need it.
Clearly.
Oh, let me open up my Scrivener. That helps. Definitely helpful. Oh, wow. So I know that you're not doing Nano, but you're doing the rewrite. How's that going for you?
Well, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I really do think this is going to be the last major edit. I'm confident I can get it out next fall, but it has been more of a major edit than I was expecting, so I'm a little worn down.
I hear that. I finally got my edits back from my editor for the first half of Blood Roses and Honeysuckles. What day was that? Like, what is today? Today's Thursday. So this happened yesterday morning. Wow. that was to get there. But there's a lot that I need to work on, but I knew that I needed, it was one of those, I know there's problems here. I don't exactly know what they are. I don't know. I know it's not working, but I need someone to tell me why it's not working. So he told me,
yeah.
And it was good. Like, I think that I'm finally starting to develop a writer shell or something because I didn't feel soul crushed. I was just like, finally, okay. Let me make this
That's great.
into something that's actually readable.
That's the hope.
Yeah.
I have written a lot more than I expected for this edit, though, and I kind of feel like almost like I should be doing Nano proper, but then if I do that, I'll pressure myself to add more than I need to, probably.
Mm. Yeah, that is a problem. I have to stop myself too when it feels like I'm just going to start just spewing nonsense and it's not going to be helpful nonsense.
Exactly. Oh,
Because, you know,
7:20. Shall we start a sprint?
yes, timing starts now.
All right, let's write all of the words.
Woo-hoo.
Oh, God. 5 minutes.
Time is up.
Beep.
10 minutes. And let's see. Oh, let me go ahead and open up the NaNoWriMo site so I could update as I make the words happen.
Oh, you update all the time? I only update once a day.
I update all the time because I just like to see the little graph inches way up. I find that really gratifying.
That's fair. Sometimes if I'm doing a really big day, because I used to be an overachiever, I would update my word count like every 1,000 words or so, just so that people actually believe me. It's like, no, I'm actually doing this. You can watch my progress. But I don't really care about the little bumps. I just like seeing the big jump at the end of the day.
Well, my word count for anyone who cares, I get 253, which now brings me to 9,814. Still not caught up, but I probably won't get caught up during this chat. But I'm going to still keep writing after the chat. I'm just not going to chat until I catch up because that would be a long write-in. Let's see. Hi, Heather. She's recovering from surgery, but she's here. Wow. Ooh. I hope you're doing well, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I hope you have a quick recovery.
So Jasmine got in 200 words. And let's see, did I miss anything? Oh, Ben said, he said 15,000 when I asked what today's word count was. I was confused.
That makes sense. That's okay.
So last night I started reading a book. Let's see, what is it called?
You have time to read during NaNoWriMo?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get to. Because normally I don't. Normally if I'm writing something, I don't read anything else at all. But I've found that these days I'm constantly writing something. So then therefore I'm not reading. Either that or I'll just stop writing, and I'll binge read for 3 or 4 days, which is helpful.
Yeah, I have that problem a lot too. It was fine when I used to commute and I used to be on public transit for like an hour every day. Now it's really hard to actually make reading time happen as well as writing time.
Exactly. It's like this weird balance that you have to strike. But while I was reading, it's a book by Kay Hooper, and she does like paranormal crime thrillers, which I don't know. I really like reading about FBI units that are all made of psychics. Like, I find that intriguing.
That's pretty cool.
But as I was reading that, it like sparked an idea with me for my current book, which has absolutely nothing to do with it. It was just as though the back of my brain was, my subconscious was working out a problem that I didn't even know I had. And I don't know, does anyone else find that happen? If you're working on something, you read something else, and then it kind of sparks you to write on your own thing?
Oh, for sure.
Or do other people prefer not to read while they nano?
I mean, during Nano itself, I find that reading tends to fall by the wayside whether I want it to or not.
True. I definitely do not read as much, though it probably doesn't look like that because if you're following me on Goodreads, because I kind of have been, I've updated all of these books that I read in the past couple of months all at the same time. So it looks like I've just been like reading book after book after book for days.
I'm such a slacker on actually updating my Goodreads. If I were to update it, it would probably look like I read like 30 books in like a day. But that would be more like, I haven't actually updated this in like a year and a half, guys. Sorry.
Whoops. Well, I try to use it so I can keep track of it. So, because otherwise I won't remember to do videos about books, which granted I don't do a lot of, but I do. And in order to do them, I need to know what I read because I'm not one of those people who remembers all the books I read. I just read too many.
Fair enough.
So I need that like little reminder. And now I get a lot of my books from my public library online, and they have like a history section so that you can see the books
Wow.
that you rented. And it has revolutionized my life.
That's amazing.
It's so cool. Because a lot of times I'll rent too many books, and then
There's no such thing as too many books.
it is when
I
you're
mean, there's probably like a limit to how many the library will let you borrow, but that's it.
yeah. So I think it's 10 or 15 or something. But get to the books and they'll be returned because they're ebooks. I can see which ones I didn't get to read, and I can check them out again. So it's amazing. It's amazing.
That's pretty great. I wonder if the limit for the number of ebooks you can take out is different from the number of physical books you can take out.
I'm not sure because I am very terrible at taking back physical books, so I tend to stay away. The last time I rented out books, I ended up owing the library $50. So it's like, well, ebooks it is. I can't be trusted.
Fair enough. Yeah, I get most of my reading in from like books people give me to borrow, like friends of mine. One of my friends actually moved to Ireland for a year, and before she left, she just gave me a whole like giant box of books to read while she's gone. And she brings this box to my house, and I'm like, I know you're gonna be gone for a year, but I'm not sure that's enough time to read all of these books.
Oh, that's really nice though.
Oh yeah, she's a great friend.
What is she going to Ireland for, since I'm super nosy?
Well, her brother is actually going to Ireland for school. So she just sort of went at the same time, and that's mostly just because she's always wanted to go to Ireland, and it's pretty and green and historical and stuff.
That's awesome.
It's my best explanation of Ireland ever. It's pretty, it's green, and it's historical. I think that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
I'm probably missing a few things.
Like pouring some Guinness and there it is.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. So let's see. What were we at mid-month yet?
No,
No,
we're not even on the 10th yet. It's okay. Don't panic. You have time.
I have time. It's fine. Uh, I have other things I want to write on too, in addition to the NaNoWriMo, the main Nano project. So, but I want to
Doing multiple nano projects is often a bad idea. Or do you mean just like other projects that aren't for
other
nano?
projects. So, like, I need to edit on the blood roses and honeysuckles. So I'll be able to do that. But that's like, to me, drafting a new draft and editing an old one, or I don't know, it's like separate things. So I could do them both at the same time and it's not gonna break my brain.
Yeah, for me that depends on like the type of editing I'm doing. Like right now the rewrite I'm doing is really more of a rewrite than an edit. So it's just too much to be also writing something else. Also, I've already drafted the second, like the sequel to the book that I'm writing now. And so I don't want to start drafting the third one until I've actually done at least my first edit on the second one. So I have a better idea of where I'm going.
Yes, I can understand that. Definitely like a little danger to that, to drafting so far in advance. And then things in the beginning books have changed by the time that third or fourth or fifth book is going to be coming out.
Exactly. So,
No one wants that.
no.
That's bad news. Let's
Uh,
see.
I'm
I
not
think
too worried about it, but it's more of like a knowing like exactly what note I'm gonna end on. Like I know like my general ending for book two is already there. It's just like where I'm gonna cut that off afterwards, if that makes sense. Like after the actual final battle, how much further am I gonna let? How many strings am I gonna tie up, and how many things am I gonna leave open for book three?
do you already know how many books are going to be in the series?
Uh, this is going to be a trilogy. I might have outlined another trilogy that follows sort of another kingdom around the same time. So it's really not a sequel series. It's more of like a concurrent series. Some of the stuff happens before and some stuff does happen after, but
But it's like in the same land.
yeah.
Right on. This is going to be probably a duology with like 2 novellas. So, I mean, what do you call that? It's not really
I
4
mean,
books in the series.
it depends
Like,
on how connected the novellas, I guess. I guess.
well, they won't be like required reading, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like, so they'll each, like, one will supplement book one, the other one will supplement book two.
makes sense.
Yeah. And they'll deal with characters that are just mentioned briefly in those books and giving like talking about their background and stuff because
Yeah.
I find it interesting. All right. How about in 3 minutes we write for 15?
Sounds like a plan.
And then the next sprint will work up to 20.
Oh,
Oh, we're doing it. We're writing words, people.
what's the
Ooh.
longest word sprint you've ever done?
Longest word sprint, an hour. But I don't like doing that for that long. I think the sweet spot for me is like 20 or 25 minutes.
Yeah, I think for me it really depends a lot on the project and like where I am in the project because like for example where I am now with what I'm doing, like I have to stop and think about things pretty frequently, so sprinting for more than like half an hour isn't really going to happen. But when I'm first drafting a lot of the time, I'm happy to sprint for a full hour.
Yeah, if I'm, I think that if it just happens, I'm okay. But if I say, okay, I'm going to write for an hour, my brain's immediately like, but it's been 45 minutes and on Twitter.
Yeah, brains are complicated.
But, you know, it's okay. As long as I get the words in, I'm fine.
Exactly.
Even if it's at 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay.
Well, I mean, then you're still fine when you go to bed. It's just a matter of the next day.
Let's see. I'm over here trying to see what everyone's saying in the live chat. They're having a fantastic conversation. That's awesome.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I went to one of Ben's write-ins last week. Yes, last Friday, Thursday. It was after mine. Ben, are you doing another write-in after this one, or concurrent? Because this one's probably going to be longer than the one I did before.
Is that a streaming write-in that he does?
Yes.
Cool.
Streaming write-in. Oh, it is 15 till. Let's get on this. I'm starting the timer now. Right. On for it.
Oh God. I just accidentally closed a window.
No.
Apology. All right. Well, hi, Kat. If you tell me while I'm writing, I'm gonna pick you up and force you. Fine, run away. It's gonna introduce people to my cat. Not happening.
Maybe next time.
I'll get her next time. Or I'll get her brother. We actually just got a second cat, and he's much more friendly, but he's sleeping right now, and I don't want to disturb him.
Aww. One day we'll have an apartment where we can have a cat.
Getting a cat was like the best thing I ever did. I work from home too, so the company is really essential. Haha, Artemis. No, you interrupted me while I was writing. That means you have to say hi to people. Look. Okay, sweetie, I'll let you go. There you go. What are you doing? The cat really does not want me to write today.
Stop paying attention to the box and look at me. 4.5 minutes.
Beep. Oh, I don't have that open.
Time is up. Stop. Stop.
All right.
I got to finish the sentence.
Good idea.
All right. All right, good. I would have forgotten what I was saying. Okay, let's see. I started a new scene. So now I've got to consolidate the two numbers.
I wrote 174 words.
Woohoo!
15-minute sprint. But I had to move some stuff around too.
And you had to pet the cat?
That's important. That's my sacred duty. Actually, my most sacred duty is to pet the cats.
That's what they think anyway. They're positive.
I'm pretty confident they're right.
Human, why are you looking at the box? That's me. I demand it.
Exactly.
I wrote 501 words. Hey, that means I broke 10,000.
Hell yeah.
Dance, 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 dance. Whoop, whoop. Exciting. And y'all get to watch my subpar dancing. Cheers.
I've seen worse.
I probably dance like my mom. In fact, it's, yeah, we dance like. Let's see. Jasmine got 210 words in, and Ben got 331.
Nice.
Excellent, excellent. Hey, Stephanie, thanks for joining us. Are there new people in the? Hi, Dylan.
Hi, Dylan. Hi, people.
I've missed somebody else. I'm sorry. And hello. We are still going strong here. It is hour 2 and experience. Have your beverage of choice. I hope you're ready to write some words. I hope you're having a good NaNoWriMo, and I hope this stream makes it even better.
I'm going to have to be right back because I need to go refill up on my beverage of choice. So just give me 2 minutes.
Sure. See, I think ahead. I have the coffee here, but then after the coffee's done, I have the water here, which any of you who've watched me before knows that that is like my go-to. I love coffee, but my body tells me that it does not appreciate when I drink too much of it. And that's fine, because really, do I need to drink as much coffee as I want to? Probably not. Oh my goodness, it is such a beautiful day outside. And I'm spending it inside writing. And that's like, you know, pretty much on brand.
Beautiful word you are. It's so nasty outside here. Holy crap.
I forget.
I'm from Toronto, the land of the cold. Although Toronto isn't that cold compared to other parts of Canada, but it was so windy out today. It was crazy. I have this big long coat, and when it gets really windy, sometimes it feels like it's going to take me with it.
Oh, I want to go to Canada. I've been wanting to go to Canada a lot.
Well, we are awesome.
Mm-hmm. You are. And I've never had poutine.
That's a real shame.
I really want some. And
I've seen pictures of what they call poutine in America. It's a lie.
I haven't even had the fake stuff. And I had Tim Hortons,
better off of that.
but it was like a Tim Hortons that was in the US, and I'm suspicious. I want to go to a Tim Hortons that's actually in Canada proper.
They had poutine at Tim Hortons?
Nah.
Okay.
No, just Tim Hortons.
I was like, man, Tim Hortons in America is weird.
No, I had like coffee and little donut thingies and
those are the best.
Yeah,
they're actually the best thing at Tim Hortons. Screw the coffee.
Then I did it right.
Yes.
Awesome. Have you spent much time in the US?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I've never been. I don't get around much. The only place I've ever been was, other than Canada, was the UK. Heck, I haven't even been to like the coast of Canada. Working on that.
Right on. Well, I went from living in West Virginia, which is like considered part of the South, like the southeast of the country, to like moving all the way over to here. So in Hawaii. So that was different. I think
Isn't
most people,
Hawaii even further south?
yeah, it's further south and further in the ocean. Like, I had no idea. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The amount of I sometimes I make decisions and I don't always plan them out to like the full extent of how they should be planned. For
Like
instance,
moving across the country decisions?
well, like I knew that I was going and I was going to meet up with my boyfriend. He is here working on his master's or his doctorate rather in mathematics. And I was like, all right, we're doing this. I'm going to move with you. This is crazy, but it's fine. Everything's fine. But I didn't realize how long the flight was and how far away it was from like the California coast, you know? And it was like, and on the back of the seat in front of me, there was like the little screen that showed the trajectory of the plane.
Yeah.
And so it showed like the little California coastline and then all of this blue and then where I was going. And I was like, oh my God, what have I done? What is this? Holy crap, we're gonna die. So that was quite the experience. I was
Well, I'm
so
glad you didn't die.
panicked. So internally panicked. I don't think I showed it to everyone who was around me, but inside I was like flipping out. But it's fine now. It's fine.
Well, yeah, because it's not like you have to take the flight every day.
No, thank God. We go every summer to visit family and friends back home. So it's like an annual trip. But now I know what I'm getting into. So, it still sucks. It's a very long way. But it's not like, oh my God, what have I done? What have I done? Now it's more like, oh my God, will this ever end? Finally, it has. I can stand up and walk around and be comfortable.
How long have you been in Hawaii?
6 years. So
That's a long master's degree.
he's getting his doctorate. I
Nice.
spoke it first. So this is probably going to be the last year. But that's how that goes, It's like,
Yeah.
it's a doctorate, so it doesn't really follow the usual trajectory of time. It does its own thing, I guess.
Think he'll stay in Hawaii when he's done, or?
No, it's expensive. It's far too
Right.
expensive. If it was less expensive and closer to everyone we love and hold dear, then we would stay. But it's no on both counts. It's hell of expensive and it's hella long away from people. So
Yeah, hella far.
yeah, it's like a hella far away, And we have like the open couch policy, but everyone's like, even though sleeping on your couch sounds amazing, and it costs a couple grand to get there, so no thanks.
Yeah. That's kind of a thing. I mean, like, there's something to be said for if you are going to travel, planning your travel so that you can stay with friends wherever. But just going all the way to Hawaii, see a friend, you better be a damn good friend. I don't know that I like anyone that much. Although that might just be because I don't have any money right now. Ask me again in a couple years.
I've had two friends that came out to visit, my friend Brandy, friend Michelle, and they've both been friends for, decades long, like long ass time, lifelong friends.
Yeah.
So yeah. and it was awesome both times. And even then, I was surprised. Like, oh my God, thank you so much. Because this is a hell of a long time. It's expensive. I love you a lot.
Yeah, not to mention the jet lag. Let's not forget that. What time zone is Virginia in?
It's Eastern.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's Eastern time zone. So everyone is, what time is it? I think it's like 10, 11 over there.
No,
Is it not?
it's only like 8:11.
Oh, that's right. That's right. This started at 7.
7. Time zones are so tough.
I'm the worst. I'm the absolute worst. I'm sure if you looked at my search history, there's a million times where it says, what time is it now in New York? Just
Anytime I have to have a meeting with somebody from another time zone, even if it's, the same person who's been in the same time zone for the whole time, and I chatted with them like a month ago, I have to look it up. Numbers don't stick in my head.
I have been wrong so many times that it's like habit to look it up now just because I want to save myself the embarrassment.
No.
Let's see what's happening over there in the chat. How you guys doing? Okay, it's 8:11 Eastern. Cool. Catsius is getting close to 20K. Whoop, whoop. And Jasmine's overall is 20,606. Awesome.
Damn.
You guys are kicking so much butt. Kicking my butt all over the place. And Ben says that he just did the math on today's total words written, and he's at 1811. Awesome.
That's sweet.
That's my buns. Thanks. Thanks for liking my buns. I don't think they're very even, so don't look at them very closely.
You're not supposed to admit that,
Hmm?
You're not supposed to admit that your buns are uneven. You're just supposed to let people wonder if they're actually uneven or if they're just going crazy.
Nah.
I mean, they're probably going crazy. They're in a Nano live stream, but
that's fine. I don't mind if people know how much of a mess I am. It's okay.
It's good to be authentic, right? Authentically a mess.
Very much on brand.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the NaNoWriMo email that I've written 10,000 words of my novel, etc., etc. I like that they do those. They send you those like congratulatory, you've reached this landmark, way to go. I like those. And this week's pep talk was from Dean Koontz, I think it was. And it was interesting because he was talking about people who were naysayers with his writing and telling him that this book wouldn't work and this book wouldn't work, but he kind of believed in himself and pushed at it, and the books became super popular for him. So that was a good pep talk. I was like, yeah, I just believe in myself. Then I'll become a New York Times bestselling author if I just believe.
Yep, that's all you need is belief. Hey, that's gonna be more effective than bribes. Did you hear about that book that got torn off the bestseller list a couple months ago? I can't believe that actually happened.
I still think that we're living in a bizarro timeline where everything's just really wrong. Like,
yeah, I can agree with that.
And then I think she's wrote a screenplay about it or something, or like she's trying to capitalize on this.
chop it into a movie. Apparently, someone told her that if she made it a successful book, they'd make a movie out of it. She's got associations with a bunch of like weird, washed up stars. Like really washed up though.
You know,
like people I had to actually look up.
oh, they're still around, huh?
Yeah, that person's not dead yet. Who knew? After 2016, I just assumed all of the celebrities I hadn't heard from in a while were dead.
Oh, that's hilarious and really dark, but totally hilarious. Yeah, that was such a travesty. Like,
it really was.
you know, because if you have that kind of backing, even if they're kind of washed up stars, celebrity is celebrity. You can use that to build momentum for your book in an authentic way.
Oh god, yeah. If she'd been smart about it and reached out to the people that still remember all those washed up old people, she would have done. Although I don't know how much success she would have had though, because it was like billed as a YA, and those people were pretty old. Like I barely even recognized the shows that half of them were in.
But there's a lot of adults that read.
Was that a kitten? Is this a kitten?
Oh, who are you?
This is Mr. Mistopheles, the greatest conjuring cat, which is a reference to the musical. And we actually only got him about 3 weeks ago, and he's about 4 months old and totally sweet.
You're so pretty. Hello, pretty kitty.
Is he?
You're such a cutie.
He's very confused
Oh, it's
by the voice. It's like there's a voice talking to me from the box.
the strange box.
It's okay. You want to go onto my desk, and you know you're not allowed onto my desk. No. Oh, jeez. Bye. Getting cats was the best decision we ever made. Hands down.
Cats are the best.
Yep.
We can't have cats here, and it bums me out.
That's okay. You're going to leave Hawaii anyway, and I would not want to move a cat that far.
No.
So when you get your cat back there, it'll be easier. Cats don't travel well.
No. And I'm sure that would just be mean. Like a 20-hour trip.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I get why people do it, but it seems kind of mean. And then like, if you're going in the same country, it's fine, but if you're going like across different countries, there are a bunch of laws about like what animals you can let in, and like you have to go through like all of these hoops to prove that your animal is healthy and stuff.
Yeah, remember that controversy with, well, the one controversy with Johnny Depp in Australia with his dogs, I think it was.
Oh yeah, I do remember that actually.
Mm-hmm. And here, I know that you can't bring ferrets here, and I think there's other animals that you're not allowed to bring. I don't know if they're considered an invasive species or something, but they're like, no ferrets. Nope. Nope. Oh my goodness. Let's write some words. So much jibber jabber about wonderful animals.
Yeah, they kind of steal the show every time.
Let's go for another 20-minute sprint at the 20.
Sounds
20
good. I'm probably going to have to skip out after that because my fiance is on his way home. Okay. And he's been working a lot lately, so I want to actually hang out with him. Now, that's weird during Nano, but...
Cool. All right. Time starts now. Let's write for 20 minutes. Make all the words happen, y'all.
Oh, I will.
Oh, we have a little over 3 minutes. Time's up. 20 minutes of pure writing satisfaction.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. How did I do? I had to stop quite a few times for thinking thoughts.
Yeah, I was pretty thinky on that one too, but I did finish the scene I was working on.
I didn't finish my scene, but I did manage to work the dead kid into this conversation. So
There sounds like there's an interesting story behind that.
well, I'm writing a cozy mystery, so there's the mysterious dead body.
Like the way you say that. It sounds like it's a fancy dead body.
Who is he?
But it's a dead kid, you said?
Pardon?
You said it was a dead kid?
Yeah, well, it's a small town and older people were talking, so kid is like relative. This person was
Fair enough.
in their 20s and was possibly going to the bar if this is the right person. We're not sure yet. And I'm a
All right.
dancer, so I'm not sure yet either.
That's exciting. Well, I hope you figure it out. I've heard that mysteries are the hardest thing to write as a pantser. So I hope it works out for you.
Oh, it will. Whether I have to do a crap ton of revising or not, I'm just kind of mind mapping my way through it instead of writing hardcore outlines because I don't like hardcore outlines. So it's like
Yeah.
self guidelines and stuff, and making sure I know the major like plot points that I need to hit, so that it's
Yeah, so you're not completely pantsing it, but you're not really planning it either.
yeah. I'm in that murky middle. It's a comfortable place for me to be.
Fair enough. I'm pretty much the same. I mean, I do plan things, but for me, because I write like all secondary world fantasy, a lot of it is just world building and character development. And so I'll do like a ton of that, and then I'll write sort of a loose outline, something that I can play with. But I know how the world works and how the characters will react if things change. And that's what's really important to me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it looks like my fiance has actually managed to lock himself out of my apartment, so I really got to get going. Thank you for hosting this wonderful writing session. I had lots of fun and definitely was productive. And thank you to everyone who's joined us. Have a great night and happy Nano.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
But I'm staying, you guys. So if you still
Leave. Bye.
so one or two more sprints, and then I'm gonna head over to Ben's and write some with them. But so, oh right, I got 588 words with that one, which brought me to the grand total of 10,903. So I'm not that far behind the nano count for the day, which was 15,000, but I'm further behind than what I personally wanted to be. My personal goal was to be writing 2,500 words each day, and I haven't been reaching that, which is a bummer. So I'm trying to have a 10K day today. Did I tell you that? I don't remember. But that was my goal for the day. Let me see how many words has happened today. Where be the stats of the day? There we go. There's stats. So today I've written 2,809 words. So it's 3:44 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. So there's definitely 10K words. It's possible. It's definitely a possibility. It definitely can happen. I'm definitely gonna try. But I'm trying for quality above all else. So I don't want to write 10,000 words that I'm not going to be able to work with later. So if it so happens that in 3,000 words, I kind of have to tap out because the stuff that's coming out of me is dribble, and so be it. Ooh. So how do y'all's writing go? I'm going to come over and check in the chat, see how you're doing. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be going over to Ben's after mine's finished. So you guys could wait with me and go over to Ben's if you want to. That would be cool. Let's see. And Michelle got 230 words, introducing new characters. You had to think about his purpose for a while. Had to Google how long you have to be legally separated before filing for divorce. And you're at 7,115 total. Excellent. Hey, you're still in the game because it's still in the beginning. How long do you have to be legally separated before filing for a divorce? Is that state dependent? Interesting. I don't think that's a question I've ever considered before. Let's see. I'm looking. See what's going on. Let's check out the Right Stuff hashtag. Oh my goodness. As you guys know, Twitter unleashed the 280 characters, and I'm seeing now that people are just like, they're just killing it with hashtags. Like, there's so many hashtags, and some of these things I think is like promotional stuff. But it's like hashtag NaNoWriMo, hashtag Right Stuff, hashtag StoryDamn, hashtag SelfPub, hashtag. Like, oh man, hit them all. And very naively, I had not thought about that, how the bigger character limit would probably make people who use hashtags for advertising like just go off. I didn't think about that. Well, you know, I kind of suck at self-promotion. That's why whenever I do Right Stuff, the Tuesday chat that I host at 9 p.m. Eastern on the Twitter, hashtag Right Stuff, everyone should come. It's where writers talk about writing. But every time I do it, at like the last 5 minutes, I ask for everyone to shamelessly promote themselves because I'm not good at it. I am not good at shameless self-promotion. My friend Amy Tasagata, if you've been around here for a while, then you've met her. She's excellent at it. And I've been learning how to be better at self-promotion just through her, because she's very confident in what she's doing. She's like, I love my fashion, I love my tea, and I love my gangster Japanese mafia people that come kick each other's butts, and I love what I do, and I think that you'll love it too, so check it out. Whereas I'm like, I'm over here and I have a thing and I do it sometimes, and if you would like it, it'd be cool if you maybe want to, and I mean, it's okay if you don't want to. Okay, never mind, sorry to disturb you. So I'm trying to learn how to like own it, to own my stuff more. I think I do some decent, okay things. If you think so too, please subscribe. But I do these live streams, release these write-ins for NaNoWriMo every Thursday between 6 and 7 Eastern. Like tonight, it was more 7, but next week it might be more 6. I'm not sure. And hopefully next week, Burgess and Persephone will be able to hang out with me and chat, because it's just lovely to have friends to be on the chat with you, because then I'm not, talking to myself. Let's see. Jasmine has 2,806 words for today. Awesome. You're doing so good. And M. Michelle says, 1 year in New York. And Stephanie says 1 year in Maryland that you have to be separated before you can file for divorce. Interesting. So interesting. Yeah, Michelle, I'm not really into the 280 characters. But, sometimes, especially when people make the really long informational threads, maybe that'll be helpful because it'll kind of cut those in half. Of course, they might just be just as long, but packed with more information. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes. There's definitely some people that I would prefer for them not to have the 280 characters. And I have a feeling that I probably won't use them all most of the time. But who knows? Maybe by next week I'll be shooting out long ass tweets all over the place. Just tweet, tweet, tweet about all the things. I don't know. Let's do 25 minutes at 5 till. And that'll put us at 20 after when it ends. And then I don't know. I might end this one and go hang out with over at Ben's chat or not. We'll see. I might have to use the bathroom by then, so I might end it. I have had 2 cups of coffee and now a lot of water. Gotta stay hydrated. So you have to have the water to counteract all the caffeine. Oh my goodness. So one thing that I have been working on for this NaNoWriMo that has been different than other ones is trying to find ways to get myself to be more inspired instead of just saying, okay, every day at X time, I'm going to write this many words, which for some people that really works. But for me, sometimes if I do that, I'll end up just writing whatever to kind of fill in that time space, you know, and then it doesn't end up being that helpful or the words that workable in the end. So like one thing has been, like I was saying earlier, finding inspiration from reading other books. And I've been listening to music a lot while I'm writing, and that's helped kind of make things happen for me. But what kind of things do y'all do to find inspiration or to get your well pumped and going when you're writing or about to sit down and write? I know some people do the thing where they have like a routine that they go through. So it'll be sit at their desk, light a candle, have their beverage of choice, put on music, and that's kind of triggers to the brain, hey, it's time to write, so get your thinking out. I think another thing, honestly, is just me changing my glasses and wearing these tortoise shell ones when I'm writing and working. So very comfortable. These ones, my head's a little too fat for them, but you know, I do it for the fashion. Stephanie says I listen to music while I write, especially this project where music plays a huge part in my book. Ooh, that's fun. I haven't written a story yet where music played a big part. I've written things where like culture from a time period was kind of like important. But all right. Ooh, it's time, y'all. It's time. All right, let's get into it. 25 minutes. Write everything. Get all them words out. You can do it. I can too. All right, y'all, we are at 10.5 minutes. Keep going. Halfway. Oh, almost halfway. You get it. All right, time's up. 25 minutes of pure D writing excellence, or something close to it. Let me see. How many words did y'all get? You show me mine, and I'll show you yours. No, that's wrong. Never mind. Just tell me how many words you got. Oh no. Why do I try? Why? Okay. Hey, I got 815 words, and I feel pretty good about them. So, okay. Okay, 15, I see you. Cool. So with that 815, I'm now at 11,718. And that brings my total today to 3,624. And since I want to do a 10K day, that means I have left, I'm using my calculator because I can't do math in the brains, 6,376. And it's 4:21 here, so in the afternoon. So that's still possible. This is feasible. I could have a 10K day. Maybe I need to get off of the internet for a minute. I can't seem to speak words clearly. Let's see here. What have y'all been saying? So Emma Michelle looks at her Pinterest boards for whatever project she's working on, and Jasmine does too. I don't really have a Pinterest board for stuff. I've thought about doing it, but I am really hit and miss with Pinterest. Like I have boards, and for instance, I have a write to board. So when I run across videos that are about writing that I think are cool and I think other people should check them out, then that's one of the places I'll share them. And I share, so on my Pinterest, I share a lot of writing videos and makeup tutorials, which clearly none of the makeup tutorials are for me because I am not Beauty Kibu. Like red lip, that's as fancy as I get for the most part. But I like to look at other people's inspiration boards, and because I think it's fun to look at, but I haven't done one myself. But maybe I will someday. Who knows? Let's see. Stephanie says the words are messing with her today, and she maybe got 150 in. Hey, 150 is still better than 0. And hopefully tomorrow will be a better writing day for you. Maybe you need to do some brainstorming or something. Try to get those words coming, or maybe there's something that you're stuck on right now. You need to get unstuck. And Michelle, 547 this round and 230 last round. A total of 777 in the last 45 minutes. Not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. And Michelle said Pinterest can also be a time suck, so I try to balance the time that's spent on there when I need to write. Yeah, Pinterest it's like, it can be like going down a wormhole. I look at Pinterest a lot when if I'm looking for like a particular type of recipe, or if I want to try a new drink or stuff like that, because people love to take pictures of their foods and their drinks, and these, like, the food bloggers and drink bloggers, they are so good at what they do. It's like they know all these tricks and trades, and they make everything look amazing. And then I make it, and it does not look as amazing at all. But I do not have their skill. That's okay. I got some other skills. I'm going to look at the Right Stuff hashtag to see if anything new has happened. Nope, doesn't look like it. I might head off of here soon, y'all, because I think that I need to get away from this computer a little bit. We've been streaming now for, I don't know, a couple hours. Yeah, we've been streaming for a while now. And my rump roast is starting to get a little cooked. But, and Michelle, those professional food photogs are wizards, don't feel bad. I know, right? They're like Harry Potter up in here. Thank y'all so much for coming and riding with me and hanging out. If you were able to come for just a little bit or for the whole time, I appreciate you all the same. Again, I'll be back here doing this next Thursday around 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern, and hopefully Persephone Jones and Burgess Taylor will be able to join me, and then we'll have, like, they've been my friends, my writing buddy friends, since I started posting writing videos on here. So it'll be like getting the old gang together again, like a family reunion or something. So I hope that can work out. Either way, I'll be here, even if it's just my mug that y'all see, but hopefully it'll be the three of us. Let's see what else. I'll be posting a cozy mystery novel book thing, kind of reading wrap up very soon. I haven't done that yet because I've been writing my own cozy, but you know, I want to talk about these ones that I've been reading beforehand. And was there another thing I was planning on posting? I don't know, other stuff. Thank you again for stopping by. If you would like to subscribe, please do. Click the notification bell, and that'll let you know when I upload something. I'm generally uploading 1 or 2 videos a week, but I don't have an exact schedule because I just don't want to lie to y'all and be like, I'm going to post every Tuesday and Thursday, and then it's Monday and Friday or Saturday or whatever. So, again, thank you so much. And if you're still wanting to write, Ben, whose name is, he was in the chat earlier, he is hosting a live write-in right now. So hop over there, write some words with him. All right, thank you again, and I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.